This next cocktail is written by a real nice guy. And unfortunately, there's been a trend recently to come down on the nice guys. You've heard the slogan, nice guys finish last. Which is why I hope after tonight we're going to have a new slogan, which will be, nice guys finish last, dickheads ejaculate before she's even aroused. Please welcome Cocktales!
Those of you who have seen me perform in years past know that I get nervous when I'm up on stage. So a good friend that he is, Chris has given me a suggestion to just announce that I'm going to be imagining everybody naked and then focus on one person in particular. Thanks, Chris. Thank you very, very much. I'm a card-carrying feminist. I'm proud that women are gaining more of the equality that they deserve, despite the world's past and current power structure. I get annoyed by phrases like, that takes balls, Chris. And who wears the pants here? I love that women are reclaiming and exploring their long-repressed sexualities, and I love that they do not need my help in doing this. And no, I'm not a traitor to my own gender. I want all these same things for men. Still, I feel a bit of guilt now and then for being a man, since, it's men who have made feminism so necessary. Now, I know that I, personally, do not oppress women, any more than I held slaves or sold sheets laced with smallpox. At least I don't think I do. Seriously, the role of male oppressor could be so culturally ingrained that I do it without realizing it. It's partly because of this that I feel I should do my part as a feminist. Although it seems kind of counterintuitive to have a man helping women be independent from men. But really, wouldn't it help to have a man showing support and joining women at demonstrations? Wouldn't inclusive feminism help to build understanding and appreciation between and among the genders? Isn't that the whole point? Not everybody thinks so. Well, to hell with those people. Part of feminism is not caring what other people think about it, right? So, just as pro-male feminists give the fuck you to man-hating feminists, so do I give the fuck you, but not without your consent, to exclusionary feminists. So, when I vote and live pro-choice and respect whichever decision is made, that's up to me. Nobody can stop me from thinking it's normal to have a female boss or from considering birth control my own responsibility. I respect women because they're strong and wise and independent, and not because they have breasts, and there's nothing anybody can do about it. So why do I feel this way about gender relations? Honestly, I don't quite know. It's probably not because of my patriarchal father or my barefoot mother. Maybe it's just because I've seen what women have been up against in most cultures throughout history and how amazing it is that they're overcoming it. Or maybe I support gender equality for the same reason I support everything else equality. It's just right. The goals of self-actualization and independence, they apply to me just as much as to any woman. There is one snag, though. Despite the importance of the feminist reclamation of the body and sexuality, I'm not always comfortable with my own body. I try to love my penis. I do. But my genitals aren't beautiful the way women's are. Where women have awe-inspiring layers of blooming, sweet-smelling skin and a clitoris, the true happiest place on earth, I have a fuzzy sack of potential agony. I think I'm kidding. And a strange-looking protrusion that's either soft, limp, and slightly unwieldy, or an attention whore that has better posture than I do. Usually depending on whichever is more awkward at the moment. Even my foreskin, the most sensitive part of my entire body, and as such as close to a clitoris as I'll ever get, was cut off about an hour after my birth, without my permission or even an apology. So that part's not going to do me a lot of good either. Well, maybe it's just as well. I worry that if I did love my penis and scrotum... I'm sorry. Can you imagine a worse word than scrotum? Seriously, it's even more awkward than vagina. Anyway, I wonder if it would make me another phallus-worshipping oppressor of women all over again. You know, if I did love my junk, if I took pride in the size and firmness of my erection, would I be buying into the same over-glorification of the cock that's kept women down for thousands of years? There's been a lot said about the importance of women's sexuality, how understanding yourself is necessary for self-actualization and equality with men. It's true, it is. But what about the importance of male sexuality? You know, how we practice it, how we relate to it, how we identify. That's all just as important for men as it is for women, right? The problem is that men have to reclaim our sexuality too. But not everybody realizes it. It hasn't been completely repressed, but it's been sold to us by religions and by the media as something dirty, something thoughtless and cheap, something even predatory. Hollywood tells us that every man's ideal woman is an anorexic combination of silicone and collagen, completely devoid of commitment or intellectual depth. Popular magazines and television tell us that we assume that women are here for our gratification, to go have another manly beer and to accept this shallow identity that's thrust on us. Most of the belief systems that America was founded with still teach that sex is a dirty sin, something shameful and scary, mysterious, and that acting on our natural inclinations is a shameful indulgence. Through it all, we're still taught that sex for women is something we're entitled to. Maybe that's why I'm a feminist. Feminism has just as much to teach men as it does women. Like women, we men have got to actively define ourselves for ourselves on an individual basis, instead of letting our culture do it for us. We need to appreciate our sexuality as a fundamental part of ourselves, instead of having a dick-joke reaction to Maxim magazine, and then maybe feeling bad about it afterward. We have to, like women, appreciate and understand that the genders, all of them, are not so different after all. Maybe we can love our penises too.